Hey, what's up guys? My name is Greg and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I built this rustic picture frame using all my offcut pieces of wood I kept from my previous projects. Now I'm just going through my heap and pile of wooden offcuts to see exactly what cuts I can use for this picture frames. So we're going to start off by cutting our sides for our picture frames. And I've got some longer pieces of solid keyart wood I'm going to use for my sides. And by using my table saw with its guide, I can cut all my pieces of wood to the exact same width. And always remember, safety first. Remember to put your safety goggles on, don't get too close to the blade, and always use a push stick to push your wood through your table saw. So once I ripped all my pieces of wood to the same width, now I'm going to cut everything lengthwise. On this specific project, I'm not too worried about working exactly to the millimeter. This is a rustic picture frame, so if I'm out 1 or 2 mils, the belt sander can definitely fix it. And as you can see in this video, I'm using a copy and paste method to cutting all my pieces of wood. This is just helping me to make my process go much faster. You can also use a stop block method to cut all your pieces of wood to size. But in my case, I was quite in a rush and I just used my old copy and paste method. So moving on to the next step, I need to mark exactly where I'm going to cut with my biscuit joiner. And just by simply getting the center of your piece of wood, mark with a pencil and then afterwards cut with your biscuit joiner. So I set my biscuit planer blade to cut exactly in the center of my wood, because that's where you're going to have the best bond once you glue everything together. Now, I know there's 100 different ways of building picture frames, but this is what I had available in my shop and the method I was thinking is going to work the best for me. Now, moving on to the glue up process. Don't be shy with your glue. Before you're going to insert your biscuits into your pockets, make sure you also apply some wood glue inside the pockets. And always make sure to spread the glue where you're going to do all your glue ups. I'm just clamping all my pieces of wood together to make sure I have a very strong bond. And you can remove all your excess wood glue just by using a wet cloth. In my case, I'm not too worried about the wood glue because once everything is going to be dry, I'm going to give it a good sand with my belt sander. This is some off-cut solid wood strips I used for one of my previous projects. I am going to leave a link now on top where you can also go and check out that video. My idea for this frame is to have the strips run at a 45-degree angle on top of my picture frame. Now I'm just marking with my speed square exactly the angle my strips needs to go on. Before I'm going to apply my strips to my frame, I'm going to apply some wood glue and then I'm going to nail everything together with my nail gun. I'm building these picture frames for a friend and a family member as a birthday gift, and I honestly think that this will have much more value just to go and buy something from the shop. Once all my strips has been applied to my picture frame, now I need to cut all the excess pieces of wood off. Just by using my jigsaw, I can cut these excess pieces of wood off easily. Now I'm making sure I'm leaving about 1 to 2 mm of excess wood left because I'm going to trim and finish it off with the next step with my router. Now, using a flush trim bit on my router and using my picture frame as a guide, I can cut my excess wood off so it's exactly in line with my picture frame, routering the inside and the outside of my frame. I need to cut a groove at the back of my picture frame. This is for my glass and my wooden backing, so my picture won't fall out. Now, I'm not sure what to call this bit. I'm just going to call it the picture frame bit. And I'm going to cut roughly about 6mm. That will allow 3mm for the glass and 3mm for my MDF backing. To make sure my MDF backing and glass is not going to fall out, I'm just going to add some rotating clips. I'm just giving everything a quick sand before I'm moving on to the varnishing process. I also did build a stand for my picture frame. Now, I'm not going into too much detail how I built this. I think it's quite easy. It's just two L-shaped pieces of wood I glued and fastened together. And I decided to give my stand a black stain. And then we're going to move on by oiling all our pieces of wood. For this picture frame, I'm going to use Rubio Monocoat Pure, and I honestly think that this is one of the best oils on the market. And one of the most questions I receive from the channel is what oil I'm using for all my wooden projects. I did make a video previously on what oils I'm using. The link will pop up now on your screen. Please make sure to go and check it out. Before I'm going to leave you with the final product, if you like this video and you like to DIY and you want to learn more tips and tricks, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and hit the notification button so you don't miss out on any future projects or videos we are posting. Thanks for all the support this far, and I'll see you next week. Cheers guys, enjoy this one.